Welcome back, Lifers. It's your fam, Natalie
and Nicole.
And today is
Motivational Monday. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Greetings, salutations.
We have been gone, but we back with the jump off. Hey, that's all I know about that. Been gone for a minute, but we back with the jump off.
Goons in the club, case something jump
Come
off.
on.
Out of the rest. Out of the rest. How y'all been?
Okay, how is life and treating
What's going
you?
on?
What's going on? It's a song for everything.
It is.
Anywho, y'all, today's Motivational Monday. It's Motivational Monday. It's Motivational Monday. It's Motivational. Oh, wow.
Some of us is off beat.
It was. I heard that too. Today, y'all, we are going to be talking about self-joy.
The smile on my face.
Self-joy. It took me a while to get up, y'all. Nicole just,
I've been up.
she came over and don't want to let me.
It's our day off. It's her only day off. It's my second day off, but it might as well be my first day off. I'm tired too, but my wonderful husband woke me up at 9:37 a.m. because he was looking for his glasses, and somehow, some way, I guess I had them and hid them, and I put them up. So he decided to wake me up to ask me, have I seen the glass that go on his face?
Don't you love it?
I love it to death.
Love it. You know, we're on this journey of self, and this means, I don't know, I guess right now in this present moment it means so much than before. Now, so many things has transpired with us, and then just the dealings of humans. Like, it's so important to have self-love, to worry about oneself. This world is, these people in this world, freaking crazy. Anyways, so we're just going to touch on, how do you define self-joy?
For me, or you want to go first?
No, I'm just going to say,
Oh, okay.
how we define self-joy?
Yes.
How do you find joy? Have you, how have you been, piece of paper. I got choked on my spit.
You alright?
I'm not. How have you kept your joy during this pandemic? You know, and do you have any tips for someone that's trying to find their joy?
Yes.
So, how do you define self-joy?
Me, Nicole.
No.
I define self-joy as me looking within myself for my happiness. It isn't about, why are you looking like that? I see it out my peripheral view. It isn't about Natalie can't give me joy, my mother can't give me joy. Hold on, wait. They can provide me with joy, but I won't receive it as joy if I'm not joyful myself. So I have to make sure that I'm in the space to receive the joy that they are giving me.
Yeah.
So for me, it's really, I am really becoming to be grateful for everything in the space that I'm in at that moment. I'm beginning to become grateful for everything. So, and I'll touch back on that, but that's how I define self-joy. What about you?
How I define self-joy. Self-joy is joy within oneself.
Why must you be like that? That's how I define it. Why must you
I
be
do
like
want to
that?
say this real quick though. Chelsea had told me something yesterday, and I was like, girl, is that the truth? So for those of y'all who don't know, Chelsea is her daughter, my oldest niece, and she said, Aunt Natalie, well, when Chelsea wants something, she got something serious, she called me Aunt Nat. She's the only one that can really call me Nat. Aunt Nat, I'm not matching other people's energy no more. That is draining. She's like, that is so draining. I'm tired of matching what you do. She said, that's draining. I said, and you're absolutely right. I'm going to just be me. I have the right to say no to you.
Yes.
I have the right to take you out of my circle. I have the right to protect my energy. But I'm not about to sit here and match other people's energy. Because that right there will affect
It'll drain you so
it's
much.
It's very
man.
draining. I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, if someone's being negative towards you, to match their energy, you must be negative towards them, and that's not how you are. That is so draining.
Especially when you read and you hear people saying, "Oh, I'm giving whatever I get." What is it, huh? I'm giving whatever you give me. That's what I'm gonna give back.
No, I don't have time for that.
I don't.
I'm
You want to
Natalie.
give me negativity? Fine. I will come back to negativity with some positivity. I will positively. Positively. Anywho, I will positive you to death. Basically, I will. Even at work, I'm the type you want to sit up here and be rude, be a rude customer. Ask everybody at work. You know what Nicole was known for? Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you. Have a great day. I thank you to death.
Now, yesterday, I went out to eat, and this man just, I could have been more positive. I handled it the way at that moment, unseasonably.
You did.
Because he was about to hit my car and was very serious about it. And I told him, look up and say cheese, because that dash cam that I had installed is just smiling at you and just recording everything.
That floor is still slippery.
It is. I had a mop
went
the
on the
floor because
table.
Morgan.
Jesus, I almost went on the table, Lord.
So that's how we define self-joy. How do I find joy? I find joy in a lot of things I do. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't say it's just I find joy in just being happy, because some days, y'all, it's a struggle.
Yeah, it is.
Like, some days it's a struggle. I suffer from GAD, which is generalized anxiety depression disorder. And so some days it's been better. You know, I take medication for it. It's been better, but some days it's just hard to get up out the bed, especially when you're going through things at work. It's just the truth. Like, this whole week, these last weeks of work has just been, it's been crazy. Stuff has happened, things that we couldn't control, and you're spread so thin. And so people don't want to pull their weight. So you and your other team members are having to pick up the slack. It's just no accountability. So how do you find joy in that? How do you decompress? Because that was one of the things that I said as well. Our uncle had to go to the hospital, and we were there for 9 hours. Y'all, if y'all do not have to go to the hospital, go to urgent care if you possibly can. I'm just saying, because them COVID cases are going up. Anyways, in that moment, the only joy I found was I was with my family. You know, I was with my aunt. We was with our aunt and our mama and our cousin Janine. And then our cousin Janine had to leave. And so during that moment, of course, we were all worried. We kept going. I kept going in to go check, and they was, they're overwhelmed. Anyway, so how did I find joy in that moment? Watching Harry Potter. Y'all, I started from the
She a little late to the party.
No, listen, I watched it when I was younger, but I did not appreciate it. It's like I watched.
She a little late to the party.
No.
What house are you?
I am definitely.
Did you take the test?
No.
You need to take the test, because you was about to lie and say, I'm Gryffindor.
I'm about to say,
I have the mask.
I am definitely not Slytherin.
No,
I am not Malfoy.
You may be. I mean, no, you gotta take the test.
Wow.
You gotta take the test. Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta take the test.
Damn, so I'm Professor Snape's kid?
No, you understand? You gotta
Professor
take the
Snape, yo.
test.
Much love to you, man. Because before I watched that, I thought you was an a-hole. But I see now.
Yeah. You finished it?
Yeah, I finished all of them, y'all. But anyways, I find joy in doing things that I love. Being around my family is the number one thing. Being around my family, being around my tribe. We was with them last Monday, a week ago, because bells came down. I went out to breakfast, a mess. I found it with my child.
Speaking of bells, you guys, she's coming out with her own YouTube Talks with T.
Yes, it's a car vlog.
It's a car vlog. We'll put her description down below.
You're gonna love it. She has one.
Her.
Right now, she has one video up, and I absolutely love it.
Now, I will say that Tony is authentically herself. So there may be some cursing. So if you can't handle it, it may not be the video for you. But if we can watch these other TV shows with cursing in it and still support them, we can support this young black woman. Appreciate it. Thank you. Continue,
sister. But that was it. I just find joy, and I really find joy being with my family. That's the main.
She means me
thing.
the most. But
I was trying to say, what was that noise?
but
It's these chairs.
no, it's me. I'm doing it.
But yeah, that's it. I find in reading and just it's a whole world out here, and we are trying to really experience going on trips.
Yes.
Like for real, going on trips. So that's how I found my joy.
I find joy, like I said, in gratitude, being grateful for every little thing, no matter what. And I'm learning that, like the past maybe month and a half, maybe 2 months, I don't know, but I've learned that we always say, change your mindset, change your atmosphere. That really comes with really my mindset, and I have to be grateful. So I don't know what day it was, but I could not get it was like maybe a week or two ago. I could not get it together. It was just a day. Nothing was wrong. Matter of fact, it was the 22nd. I had a test to take. Nothing was wrong with me.
I remember that day.
I was okay, but I like mentally I was okay. Nobody was getting on my nerves. It was, family good, relationship good. But I could not get it together, y'all. I woke up and I just felt blah, and I was like, I am not going to take this test.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, Nicole, you got to get up and take the test. I even called Natalie, and I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, I feel like I need to cry, and I don't know why I need to cry. And I don't know if it was the nerves of me feeling like I was going to fail.
Could be.
But I was just feeling bad. Like, and I talked to Natalie on the way to the test, and then I talked to my husband on the way to the test, and we prayed and all this stuff. And Natalie even said, pray, try to pray it off you. I tried. I'm like, I don't know, it's just not working. And I think I got in my own head and was like, the test I was taking was just a little bit overwhelming, and I was afraid that I was going to fail. So I came in with the mindset, and I prayed about it, like, what, God, right now I'm about to step up the car. I was like, what, God, just let me do the best of my ability. If I fail this test, okay, then I know where I need to work on.
Right.
And I took it, and then it gives you a couple hours before it gives you your exam results. And then so I'm checking my email, but not really checking my email. Like, how you look at your email, so you like scrolling, you be like this, looking at my email, but not really looking at it. And then I seen it, and it was like, yeah, for real. And it was like, your test scores are ready. So when I hit it, I was like this. Look, I said, okay. And then I said, congratulations, you have passed. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. And that really lifted my spirit, because I don't know, I told Jody, I was like, I just really feel like I need to cry. So anyway, I allowed myself to be in that moment. I allowed myself to feel what I wanted to feel at that moment, because at that moment I couldn't change it. I had to get through it. I had to acknowledge my feelings and to work through it. So then I was listening to this person called, I'm going to say his name wrong, Londrell. He has this album and this song on there called Gratitude. And I have been listening to it. I have been listening to it, and when I pray, I always apologize, and I don't know why, but I always apologize when I'm praying, because me and my husband pray at night, and normally I'm like, okay, who's gonna read the scripture, who's gonna pray? And normally I always want to pray. I always want to volunteer to pray, because if Jody prays, after he prayed, I feel like, oh wait, I gotta add something else. So I'm still praying, but I'm gonna try to work on that to let him, say his prayers, and then, if I want to say a little extra, I just go to the side, say my little extra prayers. But I am now really showing gratitude. Like, God, thank you for the breath I took this morning. Thank you for my eyes opening. Thank you for the sun that's beating on my skin. Yeah. Thank you for me being able to go to a job that, even though I don't like it at the moment, or even though it's not what I want to be in life, career-wise, thank you for allowing me to have this job so I can provide for my family. So it enables me to do the things I do like to do, like taking trips, like now, let's say with our family. It enables me to do that because I make money, and I make good money, you know. So
Yeah.
I have to find a little piece in there. Okay, you know what? Dang, you know, my knee hurt, but you know what, God? At least I'm able to work out that pain in my knee. I can massage that pain. I can take some ibuprofen for that pain.
Right.
At least I have the use of my limbs. So I'm just really finding gratitude in everything, because if I don't, it's gonna take control of me, and it's gonna cloud me, and it's gonna be overwhelming. Like I be on my way to work in the littlest of pain. I called and I said, "No, I got a pain in my arm," and I was like, you know, I'm having a mini panic attack, and I don't know why. And it comes from me working about 35 minutes away from home. If something happened, I have nobody in Burlington, nobody. Okay. Except for my co-workers. They're not my family, they're my co-workers, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But, you know, if I was in Greensboro and I call and tell Natalie, oh, I'm not feeling this, I'm not feeling that, she's there in an instant. It's going to take her a minute to get to Burlington. And I think that's one of my biggest fears, and that's probably one of the biggest fears of me moving out of you know, away from them, because I can't go and get to them immediately.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
That's mine too. Like when I first
sneeze.
When I sneeze that way. When I first when I had that mental breakdown or whatever, and you know, I wouldn't drive. Got a new car, didn't drive it. It was the whole fact of, remember I used to tell you, the further I am away from home or y'all, that's when I'm like, I will be shaking. Like I remember we was at the laundromat over there on Gate City, the one by Tazian. And I had to go get some quarters. So me and Chelsea had went to Rainbow to go get quarters, which is not far. But I could barely drive. I'm having a panic attack just driving 2 minutes away, because I'm like, God, I'm away from my family. Because in that moment, just when I had went through that mental break, or that mental breakdown, let's just call it what it is, my family really became my crutch. My family and my boyfriend, even my niece, became my crutch. And I don't even know, it should be a better word than crutch. They was who I leaned on. Yeah. I leaned on them the most. Like I could call no matter what time of night, especially knowing, like, even knowing that Nicole had to work at 6, 7, Mama had to be to work. No matter if I called, they were there to just talk me down and to just ground me, you know. And I did that for quite some time before needing medication. It's just that when I got back to work, and I worked in a different city, because I was in Jamestown, and because of all of the things that were going on at that place, at that store, it was just overwhelming. Because it was, I'm so serious. Like, you already know, Mama would drop me, because the car, the engine blew, and so did not have a car. This is before we got our new cars. Did not have a car, so our mother would drop us off. Mom would drop me off first, then drop Cole off, then Mom would go to work. And it was like, as soon as I seen that red building, I would get so nervous, you know. Yeah. I would get so nervous, because, and I let, instead of just like dealing with why I was feeling the way I was feeling, it consumed me. And then once I made that decision to transfer, it was the best decision ever, because I've realized it wasn't me. And that was it. My whole thing, what's wrong with me? Why am I constantly feeling like impending doom? Why? What's wrong with me? Any little aching pain, like, Lord, I'm dying. Yeah, no. It's just like you said, it consumes you. It takes in a whole new role. And so I didn't deal with it. So once I was able to. Some water. Why you keep saying that? No, you don't give me some water. I mean, because I would have to go. So you're gonna tell me that I can go myself? Yeah. But I should have bought some over here. Go ahead. I have water. I know. I'm saying I should have bought water over here. But once I let it consume me, have it set up for me. I was asleep. Once I let it consume me and not dealing with it, that's when it got me. But once I started to deal with it, and I realized it was not me. In this instance, it's not me, it's you. It was really you. Like, you know who I'm talking about. It was you. I pray for you, though. I definitely pray for you. Once I realized that, and I realized that, like, you infected everyone
that you touch, that you came in contact with. When you're around that type of energy, Jesus, y'all, you talking about draining? It's draining. When you're around negativity and all they want to do is gossip, you're sitting here trying to have a conversation with them about the events of the world, and they come on here telling you what Sam, Bob, and Joe did, and you're like, I'm not saying I don't care, but how does that pertain to us?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have nothing, you don't bring nothing else to the conversation besides gossip. If you're coming to me to gossip about them, who say you're not coming to them to gossip about me? So anyways, once I got that situation, I got that situation. I came to a new store. I was honest with my family and told them, like, I was really honest with my mom. I had a crying session, mini crying session, but I broke down in my mama's car, and I was like, you know, I worry a lot about my family. I do, especially my mama's the only living parent. I worry a lot. I worry about Nicole, Sharik, and them. So I told mama, like, well, I said, Mom, when you call me, Mom, when you call, I told mama in her car, I said, when you call me and you don't hear from me, then you call me back to back to back. Sometimes I'm just sleeping. That's it. I was like, when I look at my phone, the first thing I think is, oh God, what has happened?
Yeah, same here.
Because such and such and such and such, you know, like, sometimes I'm sleeping. I'm for real sleeping. Or sometimes you just need a break. It's not needing a break from your family, but like I told Nicole, the thing right now that I would love, that would give me joy, is this right here. Is me going to like a lake house, or I told Carl I want to go camping. I want to plant my bare feet in the ground, in the soil, and just stand there, just ground myself. I want water to be somewhere near, like whether it's a lake, but sure, a lake. But I just want to ground my feet, and I just want to plant my feet in the soil, and just be one with nature. No cell phones, no TVs. I want to be one with nature. I would love to have my family with me, just to shut out the rest of the world just for a little bit. You know, that's what I told him, that's my thing right there. That's just, even if it's just for a week, that would give me so much joy. I'm not, when I say shut out the world, I really do. I mean, not just putting my phone on do not disturb or muting the group me chats.
Okay, because baby,
no,
I do it.
I do too.
Every Saturday
right now.
at 3:30 a.m. at p.m. until I get back to work at Tuesday at 10 a.m.
So
it's muted.
If I could do that, that would bring me so much joy, because I see how much my sister go through at work. Nicole, I see how much Rika go through. I see how much Mama go through, and DJ go through, Chelsea go through, I go through. I just want, in that moment, I just want to be around them. You know, that brings me joy. I'm not gonna lie. Being around my family brings me joy. I can be myself. We joke a lot. I get on my family nerves. But it's just, I don't know. If I could do that, then I would really, really love it. But it's coming.
It's coming.
It's gonna be a time. It's coming to whereas we all gonna retire early, and we're gonna be able to take so many trips and make so many memories.
Yes, Lord.
And I'm gonna love it. I'm going to love it. And I'm thankful for that right there. I'm really I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm joyful for that right there. I'm just living. If you're having trouble finding your joy, I would say take time out for yourself.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. That's
take
the only
time
thing.
out for yourself.
Stop looking for joy in everybody else and everything else, and start looking
My
for
relationship
joy
gives me joy.
Yeah,
like y'all, that's so
you
crazy.
know,
I was that
parents,
person,
and I was the one to be like, "Oh, my child, you about to call?"
No.
Oh, my kid. Oh, because I am. You know, I was a single mama, and Chelsea
was my life. She is my life. She's not my life right now. She's in my life, but she was my life. I was literally living to be Chelsea's mother.
Right.
And I didn't realize how much pressure I put on even my child at a young age. Oh, you're the reason I'm living. I mean, it sounds good.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
though.
it sounds good, but that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
For a little kid to have on them, you're the reason I'm living. Like,
yeah.
so it's like,
dang, I didn't
okay,
think
well,
about
I have
that.
to be a good kid, because if not, my parent gonna go. You know, so it took me to finding joy within myself. Like Natalie said, that's the first step of finding self joy, is figuring out what makes you happy. What defines your happiness? When you look at yourself in the mirror, what can you say? This makes me happy. Doing this for myself makes me happy. For me, it is now buying what I like to buy, stepping out of my comfort zone when it comes to purchasing clothes. Because although I do want to lose weight, although I will lose weight, it ain't gonna happen overnight. So I have to be comfortable, like with this, showing my backs. You know, I call them backs. You know,
Girl, did you say your backs? I said, Cole, you only have one back. I mean,
I was gonna stick up my middle finger, but
yeah, you see.
So
You said backs.
my backs, BATS.
That's what I said, BACKS.
But it's
Yeah,
cost
call
me
it out like
like this Saturday I wore like this shit.
Ooh, y'all, it was so. Ooh, I love that shirt.
I wore this like it was a sheer shirt, and then I had my bra underneath, so and it was black, and it was just really. I felt really.
Nicole still got my shoes, probably.
I felt really sexy, and I did. I felt really sexy, and that brings me joy. Like me even tinkering with actually wearing a little. You can't see it. You know, little eyebrows.
Our forehead looks shiny as ever.
It does. It's just good skin, but you know, my little eyebrows, and I had some lipstick on. That brings me joy. So finding, look in the mirror and be like, I can't even talk. Looking in the mirror and be like, what makes me happy?
I'm so happy.
I know
that one thing, just yourself.
It just
like. You really have to just be with yourself.
Yeah,
like seriously.
I'm really finding out
no matter what anybody says about you, no matter you have to be so secure. Excuse me, so secure in who you are, despite what everyone's saying. And it took some time. Probably too fast, cause what?
Go ahead.
Oh, it took some time to actually come to get this far, and this is actually the last question, so I think it's good. Yeah, it took some time to get this. It took some time to get right here, but oh my God, it's like I said. Once you go on that journey, once you really go on that journey with yourself, and you realize that you can put no in your vocabulary. That's with your job,
okay. Your family,
your friends. You can say no.
Yep.
If they make you feel some type of way, they shouldn't. If they feel some type of way, that's on them. That's what I'm going to say. But put no into your vocabulary. You don't have to be Superman or Superwoman to everybody. What about yourself?
Yep, that's the first step. You're the most important part.
Yes,
you are the most important part.
Yes, and you have to really treat yourself like that. It's so many parents, like you just said, though, like I'm stuck on that because I can't believe that there is a lot to put on the child. But you are just as important too. You really, really are. You are just as important. Of course, we know parents, dads, and mothers, y'all get so lost in your kids that you forget to live for yourself. Like, if you're not good, you can't be good for your kids. If you're not 100%, you can't be 100% for your kids. So start showing up for yourself, please. Yeah,
that was great. Guys, we have missed y'all so much, man. And I know we keep saying we're back, and then we drop a video, then you don't hear from us for like 2 months. But now we are seriously back. We're in our element. We have a goal to grow this channel into something so much bigger, to where somebody else can really feel the love from themselves. And it doesn't happen overnight. So, you know, real life stuff happens when we do disappear, y'all. It's really real life. We are trying to get stuff. but we're gonna grow this channel. We're gonna grow this family because we have other family members out there that we need to bring into here. So if you see somebody out there, tell them about our channel. You know, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Please.
You know, tell somebody about It's Your Life, because it really is It's Your Life.
Really
and
is.
you know, we still gonna come back and hit y'all with a Wellness Wednesday video. Don't know what we're gonna talk about. We know, but y'all don't know, so y'all gonna have to come and find out with us. So until then, you guys, we love y'all, we miss y'all, we thank y'all for continuing to rock out with us.
Really
and we'll
is.
see you next time. Peace, love, and soul.
Oh, okay, so this is.
Because you got to do an exit dance.
Yes, you do, I guess.